welcome to the return and then go away for a while because mid-season finale is already over with. Me and Dan called it DNC, so I'm just going to go with that. I'm Jay Wheeler, and this is Hilton.
I am Hilton Collins.
And Hilton, what do you do?
I am a writer and a video producer, and I'm getting into animation. And now I am a vlog host.
Good stuff. Alright, yes, so this is the not really after show. This is a show where we go over all the superhero shows that have been going on during, we wait until Friday because it's weird because now it's starting from Monday all the way to Friday. There's at least one superhero show on. So we end the week on a Friday and we talk about all the shows that are going on and all of the wonderfulness that is these shows. So, alright, now Arrow's had his mid-season finale. Flash has had mid-season finale. Gotham had a not so mid-season finale. It kind of just was like episode done, and then off it went. And then I believe Constantine had a mid-season finale,
Yeah.
but I don't know if everyone's caught up to Constantine, so we'll talk a little bit about Constantine, but we want to get mainly into...
They'll have caught up with it by the time they see this, right?
Hopefully. But it's Christmas time, so everyone's hanging with their peoples.
I think it'll be okay.
Just trying to... Alright, so, let's start with Constantine, first of all. Okay, so, Constantine is it was kind of in a downward spiral, but the ratings weren't very good. I don't know why. Constantine is a very good show. But it was in a downward spiral with the ratings, and then the mid-season finale shot it like 25% up. So we don't know if they're going to come back for the rest of season 1, and or even possibly get a season 2. But this mid-season finale was amazing. Now, what we used to do is, Hilton, is I would ask Dan what you thought of the overall episode. Dan, give me your notes throughout the episode on what you thought. And, what your thoughts were while you were watching the episode.
I did like the episode. I thought it was very good. I've liked most of the episodes of Constantine. I thought this one was just as good for the kind of show that it is. I thought it was a very good episode. My individual notes about individual things in the episode. The thing that stands out the most to me is Constantine. The main character, he is a sorcerer, and in comics, and I think in Hellblazer, the comics now, and I think in Hellblazer in the past, he would be a bit more action-oriented sometimes with his spells and stuff. On the show, they kind of play him a bit lower key. Like, he's not shooting, like, magic rays or anything at anyone like he might in a comic book. That might be, I don't know, maybe their effects budget can't have him doing that all the time. Maybe they're building up. Like, if the show gets more seasons, maybe. Because they can't give everything away up first.
Right.
So maybe, like, in season 3 or 4, they'll have him, be more superhero-esque. So, at the end of the episode, when he was in the sewers, the last monster demon they showed was this weird, like, it looked like something out of Silent Hill or whatever. I really liked that. And, of course, they saved it to the end because they probably didn't want to have that in the middle.
Right.
Or the beginning. Maybe because of budget or because they want to wait to reveal the big stuff at the end. I liked that. I thought that was very good. That was very creepy. And this is the kind of show that you can definitely do stuff like that with. And especially since it comes on at 10 o'clock on Friday.
Yeah, on Friday.
Well, on any night. But yeah, 10 o'clock is really, it's where you can do stuff like that. That was one highlight of the episode. Another highlight, I don't know, I liked it all together. It's hard for me to pick out, individual portions.
Well, just, what caught your eye, what is
that did, of course.
What does it follow the does, like, the actor make Constantine come out of the pages? Because for me, when I read Constantine, that's whose voice I hear now.
His?
Yes.
Yeah, he's doing fine to me.
Because it's pretty awesome. Because
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, because Keanu Reeves.
Oh, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, he's Keanu Reeves, so those movies are gonna be great. They're gonna not follow the comic book at all, but yet they're gonna be great at the same time. So, but when I read Constantine, that's whose voice I hear. So did do you do that as well, or?
I don't hear Matt Ryan's voice when I read Constantine in the comics, but I do think he's doing a good job in the role. But I don't necessarily hear anyone's voice when I read comic books, so that's just me.
Not necessarily.
No, I'm not. That's totally fine. That you hear his voice. I'm not putting you down at all. But I'm saying yes, he's doing a good job. I agree with you.
Okay. Is there anything else that stuck out?
The entire episode I thought was very good. I know that's weird for me to say that, and then I can only pick out one thing. But seriously, trust me, I really liked it. I think it's a good show. I liked the episode. I can't tell you why I like this part, but I like the scene where he, and I forget who his nurse, the nun lady friend was.
Right.
Do you remember her name, the character's name?
No. Every time I heard it, I'm like, oh, that's a nice name, and then commercial, and I would forget the name. So.
I thought the scene when the two of them were questioning that guy at the coffee table in his house was interesting, but again, I can't tell you why or whatever. I guess it was a nice juxtaposition because the whole episode was dark, but most of it is there in like this church or wherever it is. I don't know what that thing was, or monastery. I don't know.
Monastery.
Monastery.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the sewers, and then Constantine's home base is also kind of similarly, I don't know, gothic or whatever. And then in the middle of it, they're in like somebody's kitchen in their house, having like they're interrogating him about a strange subject, but it looks very like normal or whatever.
Right.
Versus where 90% of the rest of the show was at, except when Zed was in the art gallery and stuff. Or, when she was painting it. Oh,
Right.
That was in an early episode, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so overall, like Constantine, we'd like to see it come back. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, now, Gotham. The last episode of Gotham was when James Gordon was getting transferred to Arkham.
Yeah.
He's becoming a
Very
security
good
guard.
episode.
Yeah, he's becoming a security guard at Arkham. His girlfriend, who I don't like at all, and I don't think anyone does, went from I want to know everything about your life and be with you to no, we're gonna cuss on the show. No, go fuck yourself. I'm gonna go back to hang out with women, and disappeared.
Basically cheating on him. Hanging out with
Basically.
women's fine. It's just,
Basically.
she's
Also,
cheating on her boyfriend in a moment when he
Right.
kind of needs somebody by his side the most.
Right.
She bolts, and she doesn't just bolt, she bolts and hooks up with the lady who's been trying to destroy his life.
right. But also, I think at the same time in this episode they did a little, like, it was cool to have Bruce and Selena hanging out, but at the same time it's kind of just like poking at, like, hey, look, it's Batman and Catwoman chilling.
Yeah, and it's like, in the comics, I should know this as I read the comics more than I watch the shows. Does Catwoman know who Batman is?
Yeah.
She does. When does she find out? Does she find out when she first meets him, or is it after they know each other for a while?
No, that's after a very long time.
At this point, I'm not sure how, when she becomes Catwoman, how she couldn't know who it was. It seems, I don't know, it seems like, I could totally be wrong, but it seems like if they keep having them be friends or hanging out while Bruce is getting tougher and more good with martial arts and stuff, I think that in the Gotham universe they're setting up, it won't be too hard to figure it out right after she becomes Catwoman who Batman really is, or even before.
Right, but remember, Bruce Wayne disappears for 7 years. And everyone,
does.
yeah, and that's how he.
Oh yeah, but still. But yeah, I see. I mean, I get your point, but
Yeah.
still, though, it seems to me hard how she will not be able to tell at this point. Maybe she won't.
Well, she kind of does her own thing, so it's not like she's
Yeah,
gonna
she does. Catwoman is the kind of person who
Automatically.
does her own stuff.
automatically go, oh yeah, that's Bruce. She'll probably forget that. But again,
I like Gotham. This episode particularly it wasn't a bad episode, but it didn't really stand out to me compared to the other ones. It was a good episode, but it's not like this was the best episode ever. I did like, was this the same episode? I liked how Alfred seems to be becoming a different character. I don't know, in the comics, I haven't read every single Batman comic book that's come out, but Alfred is usually kind of a passive character from what I've read. I don't know if he usually gets in on too much physical
I
action.
think now with the new 52, they've made him more like that. Like in Battle for the Cow, they showed him start like breaking
Which
out
is
of
cool,
this-
interesting,
it
yeah.
Start breaking out of just that servitude, friendly
And he's
person
beating people up.
to, yeah, basically.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. I mean, I liked Alfred the way he was. I've always liked Alfred, but I like this new kind of take on him, the more two-fisted, I'm gonna beat you up kind of Alfred. And I guess he has to be. I think the show is making him that way because Bruce is still a little boy and he's not Batman yet.
Right.
And they need more, I guess, two-fisted, tough, quote-unquote good character. So Alfred's got to step up and be that for the show's sake. Now, while Bruce is like 10 or something or 8.
All right. So overall,
the episode was fine. I mean, it wasn't a standout. It was a good episode, but to me, it wasn't any better than like most of the other episodes of Gotham I've seen.
right.
But yeah, I think it's cool.
All right.
I do think it's cool how you mentioned this earlier in this episode. I don't know if this is a demotion or a transfer, but I don't know much about police hierarchy that much. But I think Jim Gordon becoming an Arkham security,
it's very low.
being an Arkham security guard is.
It's not It's not demoting. It's just let's get him out of our hair, and he causes too much trouble, kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel for Jim. So, I do like Jim. I definitely accept him as a hero of the show, and the actor, I forget the actor who was playing him.
He's from the OC.
Yeah, he's doing, I should totally know his name, and I do know his name, I just can't remember, but he's doing a really good job playing the role. And I like Jim. I also feel sorry for him because he's in battle on the show.
Right.
And he doesn't have much of a support network thanks to Barbara. So that's unfortunate.
Ironically, he played Batman in Year One, the animated movie.
Did he? He voiced Batman?
Yeah, he was Batman in the cartoon.
Oh, cool. I like that. Maybe that's why I got the role. Good for you.
So now he's Jim Gordon.
Good for you, actor whose name I can't remember. You're a good actor, though.
It's good. Do you want to say hi to the actor you don't know?
Hi.
You
I'm
know.
gonna tag him in the link.
There you go. Because everyone knows, everyone watches this.
Okay.
So many celebrities.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, he's doing a good job, man. Yeah, I think it's unfortunate. He's definitely, Jim's strength is being tested because, anyone who's going through what he's going through without much of a support network in real life would probably have a nervous breakdown. So.
Well, he came from the army, so he seems like he knows how to.
Never mind then. He
Handle
knows how to
himself.
handle. Well, evidently he does. I mean, he's been.
I think he's trying to hold back. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying not to whoop someone's ass.
Well, I don't know.
Given
Given the environment that he's in and stuff, I think he's pretty tough, but being more evil and stuff might help him out. But again, he's.
And again, that's probably why he went to Gotham, because he wants to clean up the city.
And it could be an outlet for his inner rage or whatever he's got.
True.
There's a whole rest of the season, so maybe we'll see it then.
Now we're going to talk about Arrow, because if you've not been on the internet, first of all, it's very hard to not be on the internet these days. If you haven't seen the episode, I don't know what to tell you. It's been a good week, right? It's been a good week.
It is, but it's always been a good week for Arrow in my opinion.
Well, I mean, it's been a good week since the season finale's been on, right?
Meaning what?
Meaning it's been a week after the...
Oh, a good week of time. I thought you meant it's been a really great week as opposed to... Yeah, it's been a good week since the show's been on. You're correct.
Guys, that's what I work with.
Yes.
Now, okay, so obviously we know that Ra's al Ghul is one of the main bad guys in this season. We know that they think that he killed... Ra's al Ghul thinks that Oliver Queen killed Sarah, which, spoiler alert, it's not Oliver Queen. It's his sister who kills.
Yes.
But she doesn't do it on purpose. She does it because there is a mind control substance that Merlin uses. And she doesn't remember killing Sarah.
Oh, new stuff. What's today?
Therefore, makes Oliver go and fight Ra's al Ghul because he wants to protect his sister, which he realizes that she's kind of a badass now.
Yes, she is. They had that whole fight scene where I thought it was cool, but I thought it was funny. He knows his sister as he normally does, and then he meets her, and she's using kung fu on him, and she jumps out of the window from the balcony, like high up, like stories up, and that has to be like, what the hell is that? I thought that was funny, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously there's a lot that's going to be going on in the background later on. Because, and then when it comes back to January 15th.
I don't know. When
No,
that-
yeah, January 15th. Arsenal, Roy, is going to be the main dude who's going to be watching over the city for at least 3 episodes.
And it's at least it breaks
So,
everything up for you.
If you're a fan of Roy,
Yeah, I don't
fan of
know.
Arsenal, then
Paying job.
these 3 episodes are going to be your episodes. Because he's going to take the helm and, watch over the city. But there's a lot of internet posters that a lot of people have made where it has Oliver's hand with an arrow sticking out of the Lazarus pit.
Mhm.
And then there's another poster showing him like waist high coming out of Lazarus pit.
Your stuff set.
And there was another poster where
Yes, we
they
got it all
showed
together.
him like literally just walking out of the
Oh, my
Lazarus pit.
pleasure. Glad I
So,
could happen, right?
that was a fan made, by the way.
Yeah,
Fan made,
it was-
it's not real.
It was a good turnout. We
But
got
that would be
everything.
awesome.
I'm
How to
mailing a bunch of it
enter
off
in
tomorrow,
Lazarus
and then I
pits.
still gotta go
Yeah,
home.
that actually. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how they.
No, it was.
The way
it was an
the season
interesting
ends or the mid-season finale,
Right.
it's kind of like how in the hell he's gonna get out of that one, and now
Anything you can teach me?
maybe that's how. I mean,
You know,
someone he
I
either
think
crawls
he'd be
back
fine.
or
The
someone
biggest
is on his side.
thing
I
is-
think-
drags him back to Lazarus.
No, I think it's if that was ever a thing.
You've got
that
to
was
make
gonna
sure you
happen.
factor in all the
I think
facts.
it would be the guy he spent
Yeah,
uh,
and Kickstarter's
that
cut.
good amount of time.
That's been the biggest horror
Yeah,
stories
that-
I've heard.
again,
Oh, crap, I
means
forgot about that.
Not a good week, it means.
Yeah, government's always
The
been
government's gonna want your money, yeah.
As opposed
Yeah,
to
that's
bad
the-
one.
with everything. I think.
I get it.
Where, I think he'll probably drag him,
I'm independent, so
Out
the
and
year,
then
end
put
of the
him
year,
in
I've got to
water.
write.
Yeah.
put him in Lazarus
That's
pit.
very possible.
Well over
If
10
that was
jobs,
to be a
and
thing.
that just pisses me off.
But
Yeah, 'cause you're
it's
not
not,
paying-
I don't know if it's gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
No,
you know,
it's just.
A lot of people, some people are not really happy with Batman characters going into Arrow.
Oh.
Because it's Arrow and he's not supposed to be involved with any,
Ready to do one?
Batman people.
Is that the one?
No, that's my phone vibrating. Alright, now, let's go to Flash and how amazing that was. I mean, we finally found out who the Reverse Flash is. Or did we? Because now there's a lot of talk about how, yes, it's Wells. Wells is obvious, we see Wells as the
Okay, so you just need a break
Reverse
at that
Flash.
point.
Yeah, right.
But
So
at the same time,
It may
a lot of
be
people are saying
more
that
work, but
maybe it's the Flash
yeah,
from
I
way
know
into the
that.
future,
I've got.
and that's when you need the Tachyon
I'm near 15.
vesting for it to change his suit back.
Now,
Because
what's your goal to have
in
before you-
Flashpoints, when
Yeah, I gotta
he
look into it, but,
shot at his ring, it was
I
the
wanted
orange
to
suit.
do-
It was the yellow suit instead
I
of
had an idea,
his
and then I
suit.
saw someone
So
say-
maybe that is Barry Allen from way into the future,
More succinct and final.
but he
In
just
what
needs
way?
to change
So
his
it
suit.
was,
Or maybe
Sean
that's
Thomas did, he's
that's
doing
that's
animation.
Professor
And he said,
Zoom's
okay, if you donate, so he has.
great great grandson that comes
like it's a
back
middle
from the
goal.
future
So he says, if you donate,
and goes,
if I
you know.
meet this goal, I'll make.
It's
this
a lot to keep
5
track of.
minutes.
There's a lot. Because
But if
Flash,
I
with the super speed and
make
everything,
this much,
there's
I'll make it 10 minutes, this much,
great
15, so he's
possibility. Well,
busting
there
that.
already is time travel.
okay.
Because Harrison
I was
Wells
Yeah.
thinking
is from the
there's
future.
Something
Kind of a
similar.
thing.
He's
Yeah, I
from the
wasn't sure
future.
how-
Time
He's
travel
not-
a lot to make
and in
people
black
sense
and white
but-
He's
color
not
as
here.
well.
If people
Because
say
I-
that he's from this
I-
time period,
Going
no,
into it
he's not.
thinking-
He's not from this
Yeah,
time
I
period.
know his idea
Clearly,
made it more.
he
It just made it more.
knows what's going
Because I
on.
had an idea of what I wanted
He
to do,
has
but I don't
already
know
said
how,
that his mother is
Image
his
does it.
mother's destiny to die
exactly, if you
in
have
order for him to
travel
become the
or
Flash.
issues.
That's true.
So he knows
And I
what
don't-
how it
At
went.
the end, I don't know if
So
I really
it's-
care about that stuff. 'Cause
Time travel's in
I
the
just wanna
episode.
do it.
Time travel's always
Alright,
going to be in
it's
those
just a
episodes.
fun st- even if it doesn't
Also,
I wanna
Ronnie,
do it. It's one of those-
Ronnie
What
showed
do
up
you
in this
got? What do you-
episode
what do you wanna
where
do
we
next?
see
Your
him
project.
And I want this project to.
as well, not necessarily Firestorm. He just can't
I think it'd be cool,
control
but look,
his
I can
powers
do
yet.
fun fu- I
He's
don't
basically
know if it's gonna
Firestorm.
be-
He's just
Right,
Probably
he's
not gonna be boring.
Firestorm, but he's not.
The way
we
I'm
don't know
planning, I'm not-
if,
I don't wanna rush it.
Anyone is
So it's
trapped
really-
inside his
You
head,
see a kid walking.
helping him, or it's just
Yeah,
him
not yet.
controlling
But it's
the
not
fire
done, like,
right
just
now.
randomly.
But
I think
obviously,
it's
in the
done-
middle of it, he comes and he
Just
saves
done
the Flash,
properly.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yes.
Marvel comics,
and
they're not
he
bad,
says
it's
to
what
his
it is, but
fiance,
I
"Don't come find me," and then takes off
Yeah.
into the sky.
You're going through, you're not
That
just-
was cool.
You're here.
I
and
like
next
the
scene, you're
peppering
here
of
and just
other
jumping around.
superhumans,
You okay?
Right.
future superheroes in Arrow,
Right.
and in the Flash. I think that's great, and I love that.
Also, Max Mercer,
So do you think
there was
you
a
would Kickstarter it, or do you think
Easter
you
egg
would-
about talking
No,
about
no,
Max Mercer
Image is
and the
kids-
company
so you go to
being
Image,
named
I mean, you
Mercer?
go to Image and say, hey, look.
Because Max Mercer
do a
is
Kickstarter.
another speedster.
And
He was a, I guess he was
Max
like,
Mercury?
Like, you funded, and they say, yeah.
Yes,
Gotcha.
Mercury. Did I say
Okay,
Mercer?
okay.
So
You did say
it's
Mercer.
either,
Where did I get Mercer
Image
from?
or Dark Horse,
I'm not
or
sure.
just do it
I don't
right
know.
now.
But
But
yeah.
Mercury, yes. They
But
mentioned
I
him.
haven't had a lot of
The
luck
company's
getting hold of him yet.
called
I haven't
Mercury.
So
tried
how does
to-
that work then? Because
So,
let's say
you know, when I found that out, I was like,
when they go through
oh,
Diamond, they
that's pretty
require
awesome.
Like a minimum of like 1,200
So,
books.
I mean,
Kickstarter
there's
was
a lot of Easter eggs in there from what I've
they still did-
seen in other reviews of that
Well,
of that
no,
episode.
okay,
I'm
the
just wondering-
Kickstarter,
Nice
that's the
Easter
thing,
eggs
the
in the episode.
Kickstarter,
If you want to go
there are
back
two
to the
ways do it.
episode
One is,
and try to,
okay, I'll publish
you know,
it
poke
through
them all
Image.
out, then
So I need X
by all
amount of
means,
money.
go ahead.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
your
not
thoughts.
about who funded, it's how much money
I did like the episode.
Image.
My favorite part was
So-
the
Oh,
firestorm.
Image
okay,
takes-
okay.
so
When
if
he
you wanna
well,
publish
when he
the
entered
Image first,
into the
yeah.
battle to help save the
Let's
Flash
say
and everyone,
Okay.
I
that
need
was
to
a
give
really
them,
cool moment.
I'm not sure what it is
I
now,
like
let's just say
that.
it's 2,000.
I like the reveal, well, quasi
And then
reveal of
they-
Wells. We knew Wells was the bad guy pretty much from the beginning of the season,
Okay.
but I like the
That's all
fact that
part
they're
of it,
ramping
'cause I
that up
looked into it a long time ago.
when he,
So,
is showing
that's
the
okay, good.
tachyon
So,
vest.
all I
on the
need is
Reverse Flash suit in the office or in that room.
Right.
I thought that was a
And
cool
then,
moment in the
I
show.
probably need,
And yeah, no, I pretty much agree with you. I'm a big fan of the show.
So,
I liked how this wasn't this episode, it was the one before.
So if
I liked how they're not dragging
only
too
make
much
so
time,
much, it's not covered.
you know, before
I see what
you know
you mean.
Iris
Okay, that's
finds
right.
out that
Right.
Jerry likes her. You know,
that was
before
my
he tells
idea.
her. I thought that they
didn't know
would
it
drag it
was
out, you know,
possible,
2 or
but
3
then
seasons
I
before it would be out in the
do
open,
it.
but they waited
It
in
is-
season 1, in the
Why-
first
why
half
do
of the
I have
season,
to
and I
do
think
these rules?
that's a good choice.
And my book.
And that totally
it was
changes the
gonna
dynamic
be
of,
22
between them and the show.
Right.
I do think it's weird how he's basically in love with his sister.
Why am I stuck
But
at 22?
I know she's not
What do you-
technically his sister, but they
Well,
grew up
it
together.
just,
That doesn't
see, I
mean that's
cut
your
out
sister.
2 essential
Huh?
pages
That doesn't
to
mean
tell
you're
the
that's your
story.
sister. Then.
Very
It's
powerful.
just
It
reversed.
doesn't, but I mean, and I'm not saying it's bad. I just think it's
It
weird.
was
But I
this
totally it doesn't
moment
scheme
where
me
it
out.
showed
But
that
But it's weird.
the kid was trying really hard.
I think so, but it's not a horrible
teacher
kind of weird.
recognized it and saw the potential in the kid.
That makes sense.
It's just a little
You make love
aside,
together
but
and stuff.
Right.
without
All right.
it,
Overall
it didn't have-
thoughts
you
of
had
that.
that-
The impact.
You had that emotional
Great.
kind of connection
Good.
floating,
Okay.
but that grounded it so much.
5
that I
lightning
took it
bolts out of
for
5.
22 pages. And
That
then
was okay.
I did this
Okay.
last page. that was
But there was nothing.
pages, so it
It's
took it
just like
before, and I said, well, what the hell?
So you are going to.
Well, I mentioned the firestorm, you know,
Right.
entering the battlefield and,
26.
Yeah, they might go more.
the tachyon vest.
I'm not really sure.
Anything else that stands out? You're saying other than that?
Might as well
Right,
just
yeah.
do it so the story's done with the
Well-
graphic novel.
Yeah, but see, that's. I need to-
Nothing. Although, well, we talked about this. I was gonna say, are you sure that the Reverse Flash is?
That's true. You need this to
I
start
mean, is
making
Harrison
money.
Wells or could it be someone else?
It's
So I'm balancing it. So I'm
It's
thinking if
supposed
I
to
get
be. It's
about
supposed to be
20 or
him
30 pages done,
from the
then I'll
future,
get Kickstarter.
but also at the same time,
And
Eddie
then if I get
is
funded
the
for it, then I'll-
future Professor, future Reverse Flash. So that's kind of why he didn't attack Eddie, but he attacked Iris as well.
So, yeah, I
There's a love
realize
triangle
it's
for
not
you.
right
Yeah,
now,
it's gonna
I
be-
have done a bit of research.
It's gonna be pretty brutal. Pretty
The Flash, the Reverse Flash, and
This is what
Iris.
you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it's nice
I'm
that
interested
I
to
wanna
see how
break, 'cause I did have one of
how the
ideas I
Reverse
already-
Flash, because you know eventually, you
I need a
know,
lot of incentive.
he'll come into contact with other Flash villains, other rogues. I'm interested to see how the Reverse Flash will play well with, you know, like Captain Cold or Heatwave or Mirror Master or they just, I think the news articles, they cast him on maybe Golden Light or whatever. So I'm interested to see how the first Flash is unique among Flash rogues, at least compared to the other ones. So I'm interested to see like, is he gonna get along with them in the fact that they will all team up against the Flash at times, or is he gonna be another enemy of theirs? Like, you know, I don't like any of you guys or the Flash, so you got to watch out for me and him. You know, I'm interested to see how the rogues will play with each other. And also, you know, Grodd. Will Grodd even like them or the Reverse Flash?
No, I don't think the Reverse Flash will be with any of them. I think the Reverse Flash is his own person. Like the Joker is his own person. Like,
there's no way you're gonna get it. It's like
Arrows,
wouldn't you?
Yeah,
bad guy,
but part
Malcolm
of
Merlin.
my prospect theory is when they take out
or
the
Slade
middle one,
is, you know,
it changes the
their
whole
own
thing.
people.
Okay.
They don't
But if
team
you
up.
put, there was
They
a
just they
great
go
study
after
they did, like,
by
someone said,
themselves.
okay, if you, somebody who's
Alright,
super
so,
complicated,
uh,
professor was looking into it.
I
They
believe.
put,
Oh,
you get the hard copy
if-
for, I don't know,
you are going to go see The Hobbit,
And you get the digital
expecting
copy
the Batman Superman trailer to be in The
You get
Hobbit,
both of them
and that's the only reason you're going to go see The Hobbit.
$6.
Don't go see The Hobbit.
Everyone
Because
is
it's not
get
gonna be in
$6.
there.
That was a rumor.
But if you just put
No.
it, you get $6 or you get the regular.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be in there because I have a
No,
friend.
no, it's a rumor that it is going to be in there. That's what I'm saying. You
Oh,
are correct.
yeah,
I'm agreeing.
yeah.
The rumor that it will be in there is
Yeah.
false.
Yes, because I have a friend that saw all 9 hours of Hobbit 1, 2, and 3 when it came out, and by now he would have already talked some trash about the trailer. So for him to be quiet, this long about nothing is meaning that he didn't see the trailer. That the trailer was not in the movie.
Doesn't matter how much you make
So,
it.
and I'm also reading online because the internet never lasts.
That's not
That
only
they
shipping,
said that
it's
it's not going to be in there, and that they're waiting till Christmas, Christmas
Yeah.
Day, to release the
Yeah,
trailer.
and stuff like, oh, you skip.
And I will be watching it. The only reason that I was going to see The Hobbit was to see the Batman vs Superman trailer. The Hobbit is probably great filmmaking and stuff.
Ugh.
And if you like it, it's fine. But I was basically going to walk into the theater, watch the trailer. I wasn't going to leave, but I was just going to tune out and like not even pay attention to the rest of what was on the screen. I was just going to go see Batman vs Superman for like 30 seconds. And just be a vegetable for
Yeah,
the
and
rest
you
of
put it in
the
a
evening
price where it's.
or whatever, the
It's
afternoon.
not that cheap.
And also, I wanted to ask, raise
It's
this.
gonna be $50 or $100.
We kind of talked about it before, but do you think that now that they have their movie and TV universes and they want to keep them separate, they could find a way to bring them together with some kind of multiverse kind of storyline?
It's
not gonna happen.
worth
Well, it may not happen, but do you think, what if they did hypothetically do it? How would you feel about that?
I would think that's awesome, and I would think DC has finally gotten their head out of their ass. But they're not gonna do that.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could be correct. I would hope that they might do it.
They're not gonna do that
The
because
logistics would be hard.
here's how I know why they're not gonna do that. Because they've already casted a different Flash, and they've already casted.
Yeah.
You can't have two Barrys.
Well, I said multiverse.
Yeah, but you can't have two Barrys.
If it's the multiverse, you can.
No, because look, if you're gonna have a Barry from the movies, everyone's gonna know it's from Barry from the movies and Barry's from the TV show. It's not gonna be the whole multiverse thing, even though that's how they would play it.
That's how the multiverse works. I don't get it.
Look,
So you have.
everyone that reads comic books goes, hey, that's a Earth 2 Barry.
Yeah, I love how
But
I have to pay on.
These movies are not made for us. These movies are made for everyone else.
So it'd be too confusing.
Yes, because there's a show Barry, and then now there's a movie Barry.
Movie Barry.
So that wouldn't work.
What if the movie Barry is he's the Flash, the movie guy, but is he Barry Allen? Do they say what the name of the character is? Maybe he's Wally West.
No.
Or Jay Garrick.
No, it's Barry Allen.
Barry.
Barry.
Yeah. It's young Ezra Miller Barry. I think he's even younger than Grant Gustin is, right? He's certainly not. He certainly looks young. Ezra Miller looks like he's 17. I think he's like 21.
Also, like, who would you get to play an alternate universe Superman?
I saw they did.
Because Tom Welling doesn't want to play Superman
Keep
anymore.
doing studies.
Oh, whoever they want.
Almost wire fat. Why
See what I'm saying? Like, you're getting, now you just have way too many Superman. Because you have Dean Cain, you have Brandon Routh, you have Tom Welling.
Oh, they wouldn't have to use every single one.
No, I'm not saying like use every single one, but I don't think either three of those guys would want to play Superman again.
Oh no, they could just get somebody different. I see your point.
So,
I think it'd be cool if they did it. They might not for the exact reasons that Jay's saying. I'm not saying that they will do it. I'm just saying if they did do it, it would be awesome.
because A, there's too many characters in between the show and the movies that are coming out.
If it doesn't work, it's not taking up
Money.
space. Yeah.
Money's another
I have
one.
the opposite here. So like,
And
if you like
then-
blue, you like red.
That's not gonna happen.
It sounds like you put a lot.
Yeah, it might not, but it'd be so cool if it did. I'm not disagreeing with you at all about
Right.
the
No, I get
logistics.
it. It's just they're not even past the Justice that they get in order to even think about doing the multiverse.
Oh, yeah.
Poster or a print, something.
If it did happen to be far in the future, but it would be
Right.
really, it would
Either they
involve
would sway from it,
a lot
or
of coordination.
They'll do it, and
You're
you're
correct.
way.
Just like the Civil War. Just like how Marvel is trying to battle Sony for Spider-Man. To have Spider-Man in the Civil War.
Yeah, that's similar but different.
It's not. It's look. Okay.
No,
It's-
I mean, it's going to be a logistical problem, but
Right.
the Marvel's problem is different in the fact that they don't own the rights to all of their movie
No, I get
characters.
that. I get
DC actually does.
Yes, but like I said
Yours
before,
sounds like it's
DC
always
can't
off.
get their head out of their
I'm
ass
gonna start
enough
looking
to
at
make
what we did and tweaking
a
it
Justice League movie before that.
and seeing what people liked, what they didn't. So I haven't had.
You see how long it's taken to make a Justice League movie?
Oh yeah.
What you should
I'm not saying they have to do the multiverse thing if they're going to do it today.
No, I'm just saying.
Wait.
I'm saying, see how long they
Yeah,
take
right,
doing
yeah,
Justice
that's even
League.
more.
Imagine trying to get all of that.
That can be
together.
deceptive. Tons of people get.
It would be tough. It's possible, but it would be tough. And again, it would have to be like you said, if they even want to do it or are thinking to do it.
Right.
I think if they wanted to do it, they could. They shouldn't do it right now, but they should wait until after Justice
Oh,
League.
yeah,
Definitely.
because, yeah, you're.
Right. I don't think they'd
Yeah.
ever do that.
It's
But,
the
alright.
idea is to fund
Also,
stuff, not to just
if you're a local Sacramento comic book
get by.
fan right here,
Yeah,
see this book right here? This book, comic books, number 2. What's the name of this book? Hilton?
Union Street Choir.
Okay. And what did you call it before?
It's all.
I don't know.
What did you call it at SacCon?
I do not remember.
He called it St. Choir Union. Or Union St. He called it something. It was hilarious. But, yes, this is issue number 2. The guy that you hear in the background, Ben Schwartz, is... Ben, did you write this? Or
What?
did you write or
Co-wrote.
co-wrote? Thank you. Ben co-wrote this issue. Number 1 is in reprints, and it's out as well. So, you should go pick this up, because it's amazing.
Where
And
can they
Any
get
other?
they can get it at Empire Comic Books Vault, or they can get it at other conventions that is in the Sacramento area, which you should, because, again, amazing.
Is it
And,
available online?
Ben, is it available online?
Okay. You can find it at unionstreetchoir.com.
You can find all Union Street Choir
Well, that's
stuff on unionstreetchoir.com. Also, the artist is,
Is it
I
open?
can't, Newt
You would,
Nugent
you would never get.
has drawn this.
Really?
He is an amazing artist,
Command.
and you should check out more of his work.
Okay.
Yeah, so check out the Facebook page as well,
Now.
Union Street Choir, and
Okay.
alright, that will be it for today's episode, and then for now, because there's no shows coming until sometime in the middle of January. So, we have a crap ton of time to either catch up on stuff that you haven't seen yet, or eagerly wait for the Batman Superman trailer, which probably will take that long. But,
Christmas Day. I hope that's true.
No,
hopefully.
I'm just gonna keep
but I hope you guys have a great night. If you want to see
The great thing about
more of me talking, which I hope you do, head over to shortnerdyguy.tv. That's my YouTube channel. You can come watch me talk about other things and interview some cool people like this guy he was on. Yeah, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, shortnerdyman, shortnerdyman on the tweets.
All right, man. Well,
You?
thanks a lot for the information.
I am at Hilton Collins on Twitter, and my website is www.imaginationunplugged.com.
Alright, thanks guys. Have a great
Yeah,
night.
'cause you